let's see. Let's take a look at our points coming into tonight as well. So, following Daytona last weekend, head of the points is the number 48 of Frost with 75 points, 43 points above the cut line after the first race of the season. Second in points behind him, the third place finisher at Daytona, the 39 of Queeg. Then you see the rest of the lineup on your screen right now, but a few cars below the cut line with are expected to have good runs, the 31 of Zach and the 15 of Ariel. Those two very talented drivers already we can see in the rookie and the 15, but after Daytona, a bit of a wild card, so we'll see how they can stack up points tonight at Atlanta. And now we'll move to Mirage. We'll start with your picks for tonight to have a good run or to end up in victory lane here tonight at Atlanta. Mirage, what you got?
So for me, obviously first pick has to go with Forza, four-time champion, and put it on pole in the 47 car just earlier today. He's always a good pick to, win any intermediate race. But also, one person that I think could be an underdog to win this race is Mace in the 18 Bear Motorsports Chevy. No wins across his career, but qualified in P4, and looking to see if he can put a good drive together. Maybe he can bring it home in victory lane for the first time in his NAPRA career.
Definitely like those picks, but staying towards the front of the field, I like that. I'm going to stick with that for my first pick. I like the 10 of Joshua. Radical, very talented driver, rookie to the Cup Series in his first full-time season. And he ran well at Daytona, very talented on the intermediates we saw last season in the Break Series, so I think Joshua's got a good shot here tonight, especially starting third here tonight. But somebody else that I like just a little bit further in the pack, a little bit of an underdog, I guess you could say. But the 24 of Ford qualified sixth. Great effort for the driver of the 24-year-old veteran of the league, owner of the league, back in the NAPA colors once again tonight at Atlanta. And looking for a good run to finally end that, I think it's 145 race winless streak. And 24 car looking sporty here tonight. We'll see if he can keep it up front all night and put himself in the battle late. But that's our NAPRA pre-race show. Now we'll move on to our pre-race ceremonies here at Atlanta. So with that, please rise for the national anthem. And now to say the most famous words in motorsports to get us underway here in Atlanta.
God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Engines are fired here at Atlanta, and we're just a few moments away from green flag racing here in race number 2 of season number 10 of the NAPA Auto Parts Cup Series, and we'll be right back after this.
bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your
Yeah, Atlanta Motor Speedway back in its unpaved form. The venue for race number 2 of season number 10 of the NAPA Auto Parts Cup Series. The Fanta 400 comes to the Atlanta Motor Speedway in Hampton, Georgia. I am King of the Booth, joined by Mirage as always, ready to bring you all the action tonight from this event. Should be a good one. Got another full field of 16 race cars here lined up ready on pit road. And we're just about ready to get rolling here and see the green flag in just a few laps. So with that, let me send our pace car.
And if last night's race in the NAPA Break Series was any precursor to this one, then we are most definitely in for an extremely, extremely fun and entertaining race. Yesterday in the NAPA Break Series, it was an incredibly fun watch, and in my opinion, one of the candidates for Race of the Year. But we will just have to see with these new cars. You know, anything can happen. So Atlanta Motor Speedway looking to put something together.
Let's take a look at our big boys starting lineup for tonight. Taking home the PMX Polo Award. First of the season, the 47 of Fords are going to roll off alongside the 51 of Miguel. Rookie to the Cup Series for Jawarero Motorsports. Behind them in row 2, the 42 of Sue going to line up along or outside of. That's completely wrong. May's going to line up outside of the 10 of Joshua. Row 3, former teammates last season, the 41 of Supreme and the 24 of Ford. 2 veterans to the league making up row 3, and behind them in row 4, 2 rookies, the 48 of Frost, rookie winner last weekend of the Daytona 500, alongside the 15 of Ariel, winner of one of the duels last weekend. Row 5, the 1 of Hobbs going to roll off alongside the 31 of Zach. Both of those drivers were fighting for a championship last season. Row 6, the 26 of Dragon back with Drone Strike Racing alongside the 40 of Wurzen, rookie to the Cup Series for late night racing. And row 7, 2 more rookies, the 39 of Queeg alongside the 7 of Nas, Drone Strike Racing and Dynaco Racing Motorsports. And rounding out our field in row number 8, the 52 of Kane, rookie to the league for Dynaco Racing Motorsports, going to roll off alongside the 33 of, 33, usually driven by Ballin, being driven by Plain Fan tonight.
Some very good drivers in this field, especially near the front. For me, I think basically everyone in the field has a chance of winning this race. Sure, there's the normal rookie every now and then, but you know, some of these guys are extremely experienced and extremely fast drivers. Take Forza, take Ford, take, you know, even newer drivers like the one of Hobbs for Dynaco Racing Motorsports. You know, looking to see if they can put something up, or looking to see if we can get a brand new winner in the NAPA Cup Series.
Yeah, a lot on the line for these drivers. We saw the 48 take his first career win last weekend at Daytona in the season opener. Let's see if somebody can replicate that. One of the many rookies in the field, see if they can now get their first win of the career. But double file headed down the back straightaway. And for the final time, the pace car leads us through turns 3 and 4 before we see the green flag tonight in Atlanta. 35 laps through stage number 1. Forza going to lead us to the Ohio Edison restart zone with the 51 of Miguel on his outside. Teammate Radical behind him pushing on the bottom. And on the outside in row number 2, the 18 of Mace. But headed for the Ohio Edison restart zone. Forza is in it, on the gas. We're green flag racing in Atlanta. The Fanta 400 is underway.
Good start off the line for basically everyone, but Forza got an absolute launch. The 18 now to the outside, and they were 3 wide there for a second. The 51 was trying to make a move. Now the 15 making a move down the inside of Zach.
Forza big block down the back straightaway.
Whoa.
Contact with the 51. Miguel still trying to hang in there. Gonna force his way to the inside in turn 3. Already looking for the lead early.
Forza now 3 wide behind him. Almost 3 wide now, pulling back up ahead. 51
Oh, look
of
at
Miguel
Supreme.
looking to put something through. Wow, Supreme, incredible run off of 4.
Forza gonna lead lap 1, but Supreme already contesting to the inside in turn 1 here.
Here comes the 18 down the inside. I had him as one of my picks, and he's looking pretty good already. He came up from P4, looking to see if he can put it in a solid position to end this race.
Up the track a little on entry. That's going to allow the 10 of Radical to make his way to the inside. Put him 3 wide coming off the corner. Miguel and Zach contact coming off for turn 4 there. 51 fishtailing a little bit down the front straightaway. Able to get it collected and continue on. But now losing positions already. 47 of Forza clearing away with the lead. Trying to open up a gap now as the 18 of Mace tries to defend second from Supreme. And Zach as they go down below the apron with some contact.
Yeah, and this is what we saw last night in the NAPA Break Series. Sometimes, if you get out all by yourself, that can sometimes be a detriment, you know, looking to see what Forza can do, because last night we saw Russell, he got out all by himself, and he was having the time of his life, but at the end, these guys in traffic, with this extra little boost from the bumping, and all the extra help that they have from their teammates, were able to overtake him, and eventually put Noah in victory lane last night.
3 wide entering turn 3. Ariel on the bottom going to clear up in front of the 40 of Worzen, and that was the 51 of Miguel on the top. Still going backwards now after a close call a few laps ago. Now they're 4 wide down this very wide front straightaway. 52 of Kane looking to make his name known here all the way on the bottom.
Yeah, but look at the 40 of Worsen. In my opinion, he's probably one of the better drivers in this field.
Oh, 48 Frost. Fishtailing down the back straightaway. Good catch by the reigning winner of last week. Gonna lose all of the track position he had though. Relegated to last in the pack as we come to take lap 6. Force is still your leader. Mace looking to close in on him though. He's opened up a gap back to 3rd place of Joshua behind him.
Yeah, Forza and Mace, I can see that battle going on for a very long time until we get green flag pit stops or a caution, because these two have been known to go at it a little bit when Mace finds his way up to the front of the pack with him. And just as we say that, Mace getting much, much closer. But, you know, just as I was saying, Forza may have the opposite of what happened to Russell last night, and is the fact that once he gets into clean air, he is much quicker, instead of being in that detriment by the people behind him having all that extra help. But if he's able to run his own race, we're going to have to see
Oh,
how
40
he's
car
going to
slow on the back straightaway. I'm not sure what happened to Worzen there. I was just going to say he's making his way up, making positions up. Then he was slow on the backstretch, lost a few positions, namely the 51 and the 15 of Ariel. And, oh, we got trouble on the front stretch. Smoke through the grass. Supreme sliding through the infield.
Backwards. Oh, no.
Into pit road. Hard hit with the inside wall.
Oh, my goodness. Huge, huge hit for Supreme. And caution flag will not be put out.
No, 1 car incident. That'll keep us green, but unfortunate for Supreme. Not sure what happened. Focusing on battles a little further in the pack. We have
it looks like they found the culprit, the 31 of Zach.
Zach and Supreme have had their fair share of run-ins throughout both of their careers. Oh, force a big block on Mace for the lead. Oh, Mace is there though, gonna force his way to the bottom.
trying to push his way through in some way or another. Ooh, squirrely off a turn 4. The 47 was sideways. Gives the 18 prime real estate to get to that bottom line. Is he going to be able to make something stick as they go through 1 and 2?
And now here comes the rest of the top 5 on their bumper. 31, 10, and 51.
Zach and now the 18 by side. Ooh.
Close call for Forza.
Round goes Forza, and now he's been dropped back and overtaking him as the bubblegum pink car of his teammate in the 15.
Zach trying to go by Mace for the lead. 18 with a good run off the high side, though. Going to pull back even across the line.
Here comes a 31 down the inside. Not the first time we've called his name tonight, and it most likely will not be the last as he gets a big push from that Dodge on the 51, and he's pushing his way all the way to the front. Mace trying to see what he can do without help.
51 car is very strong early, it looks like. We saw him going backwards a few laps ago, but now he's made his way back into the top 3. And he's looking for the lead here. Looks like he might have a long run car underneath him. We'll see how that plays through the night.
Now Zach into the lead of this race, but now down the inside, here comes Radical.
He tried to put that car in a space there wasn't. Underneath the 51, contact between the 18 and 31 now.
Into the apron goes the 18.
He's going to get a shot from behind from Forza.
They were 3 wide for a second. Forza will take it. Many people will take it, and the 18 is fading.
And the 51 to the lead. Around the outside.
And just wonder what in the world could have happened there. But, you know, I was just thinking, now seeing with the state of this front to mid pack, these BTM cars are going to be very, very close together, and until pit stops come out, until we need to...
Worsen almost around on the... Coming off of 4, big stack up in the pack. Oh, now the 48 is around. Frost.
That's the Daytona 500 winner of Frost, and harder to the outside wall.
Gonna spin and bounce off the wall and keep going. Will stay green. A 1-car incident will not warrant a yellow flag in the NAPRA. But now that's the second Chevrolet to be spun out of the pack. Supreme was the first.
The back as well. And there goes the caution. Wrecking in the back, and that's Ford Boy 07 in the 24 car.
Oh, Ford, one of my picks in the pre-race. Gonna be the reason for our first yellow.
Caution is out, and it will be the 31 of Zach who will take it.
Not sure what happened to the 24. There was a massive checkup, though, off of turn 4. We'll take a look at that. Take a look at what caused that right there, but... Coming off of turn 4 here, 3 wide, the 40 of worse, and gonna slide up the track a little bit. Here comes the 1 car, the Hobbs, with a good run to the inside. 40 tried to come down and keep him behind, almost got turned, able to save it. Comes back up into traffic though. The 24 gets some contact. Everybody else trying to check up and slow down, get out of the way. And the 48, unfortunately, unable to hit the brakes fast enough, gets turned around through the contact. Good lick into the outside wall, gonna spin that car around and keep going. And then later in that lap on the back straightaway, the 24 finds himself backwards, and that will bring out the yellow.
Yeah, and that was unfortunate. They were 5 wide back there on the incident that warranted the caution with Ford. I wasn't able to get the best look at it, but from what I could see, it was just... They were just playing ping pong with their race cars back there. It looked like Ford got turned and then directly into Queeg, and then, you know, Queeg was able to save it. Ford, unfortunately, was not.
Yeah, that's just what happens when you're running a little bit further back in the pack. There's so many cars, so much dirty air, so much draft, all playing an effect on these race cars. Nobody's handling well back there, so everybody's trying to make positions with ill-handling race cars, and it's just gonna end up not working out for at least somebody. And unfortunately right there was Bear Motorsports teammates, the 24 and 48, both ending up spun around within the same lap. But gonna come to an open pit road this time. Zach won the race back, so he will be the first to make the decision whether to come or not to come to pit road. And it looks like he will lead the field onto pit road. Gonna be busy.
They were gonna need at least 1 green flag pit stop anyway. One of the only people staying out will be Worsen in that 40 target car. Actually, the only person staying out will be Worsen.
Oh, 7. Little trouble getting into his box. Tires on the line, as well as the 31 or 33, excuse me, Played fan.
stop for the 51.
Oh, trouble for the
Also a pit stop for the
15.
47.
Oh, very slow stop for the 15. Just now starting his spots, or starting his
A slow
stop.
stop for the 5. Sorry, not the 5, the 10 actually. Of Radical.
Yeah, gonna lose a handful of spots. 15, just now finishing service, leaving his box. Not sure what happened. Just saw him sideways in the middle of pit road, struggling to get into his box.
Yeah, the 15, that was our winner of Duel 1 at Daytona. And unfortunately, that luck that carried on is not finding him at Atlanta Motor Speedway tonight. Lap 17 still under caution. 33 and the 7 with pit road penalties. And, you know, that can be not expected, but somewhat it will eventually happen. You know, pit road penalties. Pit road gets busy. You lose focus. You lose concentration. Just not braking in time or coming in too fast.
Where is it going to come back down on the second lap? Or going to come down for the first time, rather, on the second lap. A few cars going to come down and top off the 10, 51, 39, and 48 among them.
On average, these cars running pretty quick laps, just under 30 seconds. On practice 1, practice 2, and quali, we averaged around 29.75 second lap time around this old paved version of Atlanta Motor Speedway. Now, first caution of tonight, and that will be our first incident caution after, you know, an incident that most likely should have been a caution but was not, including Supreme. Be choosing this time round. It's going to be green with 20 to go. The choose cone will be active on the back stretch.
Forza jumped ahead of the 31 on pit road. That's that first pit box advantage coming into play. Forza taking the pole, getting that first pit box. So he'll be the first to the choose cone.
Yep.
Got Drone Strike Racing teammates behind him. Zach and Dragon. First time we've seen Dragon this season. Did not make the Daytona 500, unfortunately. Or his car made it, but he was unable to make the race himself. Had his teammate Nick run that race for him, but now Dragon back in the 26 car, already running inside the top 5. Let's see what he can do here in the end of stage 1.
The 26 car started. Oh no.
Gonna come to see 26 laps to go, I believe, in stage 1.
I believe that was the 40 of Worsen getting turned around under caution. But yeah, you were talking about that 26 car started P11, looking to put a drive together. Now coming to the new restart zone. On lap 20, it's going to be green flag racing at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and a good jump for Forza, actually a great jump for Forza, as well as the 1 and
Got
the
a really
52.
good push from those Dynaco teammates on the bottom.
Yeah,
Showed the
basically
47
everyone
right out
on
there.
the bottom get a really good start. Oh, contact in the back. That was between Miguel.
Yeah, Miguel's pretty buried in traffic here. Got a very fast race car, but pitting on that second lap has put him in the back of the field, so let's see how long it takes him to get his way back to the front.
Is that going to be, in the future, considered the good strategy? Is pitting on that second lap and losing all that initial track position, is it that much worth it for, what, 1, maybe 2 laps of extra
4 wide
tires? 4 wide, yeah.
Ariel, Supreme, Ford, and Kane all in that 4 wide smorgasbord. They're going to make it off of turn 2. Supreme sideways down the back straightaway. Great car control, able to hold on to that number 41 Chevrolet somehow.
Inside. Ooh, even more contact between Supreme and the 15 of Ariel.
4 wide again for a second
15
there.
into the grass after a squirrely exit, and that was also the 40 in the grass as well. And Ford Boy 07 now trying to make his way around the outside, but he's losing time while he's at it. No help on that outside line. Now Miguel's trying down the inside of that 24 car as well.
Ariel tried to get to the inside of the 52. Got booted out of the way, though, by the 40 of Wurzen. All the way up to the top of the track. Gonna lose at least 1 spot for now. Gonna try and hang on to the quarter panel of the 40.
here comes Zach. He's going to try and make something happen against Forza.
Contact between the 1 and 18.
On these back couple laps and seeing if he can put something together to attempt to overtake this 47. But the 47 has been so active this entire first little half of the race, lap 24 now, and he's led most of them. Very quick car, and at least you can say at least one of our picks is pulling off. A little bit squirrely off the back there for the 48 of Frosty. And now here down the inside goes the 18 of Mace on the 41 of Supreme. Seeing if he can make that stick as they come into the gutter oval, and he will. Ooh.
Massive block throw by the 52 on the 15 there, coming through the quad oval. Saw him get a little squirrely, able to hang on to it though, and now the 15 is going to sail past in turn 1.
Yeah.
Zach hanging with the 47 here. His teammate Dragon also tagging along, keeping Forza honest. One mistake and that 31's going to be right there, all the way on the bumper coming across the line. And to the outside, actually. Wow. Did Forza give him the outside? We'll see. And contact with his teammate now. Dragon took the advantage, or took the opportunity. Tried to shove it to the inside of his teammate. Now, going to bring the whole top 5 back to him. The 1 of Hobbs, 18 of Mace now in the frame. Good friends off the racetrack, those two.
We haven't talked about Hobbs a lot in the number 1 Southwest car, but he has been putting on a tad bit of a show. Came up from P9, now running in the top 5. Oh no!
Oh, there goes Supreme!
41 of Supreme! Off the bumper of the 18 of Mace and the 15 of Ariel. He's able to save it as we come into turn 2.
I don't know how he kept that car straight.
On display from the 41.
He's had a few moments where that car should have been wrecked, but he's held on to it for the most part. Let's take a look at this most recent slide right here. Going into turn 1. Had a big run off of turn 4. Tried to get to the inside of his former teammate. Or sorry, no, they were never teammates. A replacement, rather. 18 of Mace. Almost turned the 18 around, and then the 15 of Ariel ended up turning the 41 around. But a save for Supreme, and now the 51 of Miguel around backwards.
Miguel
and
off the
he's
bumper of Ford.
gonna save it. Plane fade also into some contact, and he's gonna spin through the grass.
And a big hit into the outside wall for the 33 of Plane Fan. Subbing.
Oh, 48 almost sideways. That car, he was sideways, almost wrecked. That car was dead sideways. I don't know how you say that. Wow. Racing with the 10 and the 39. Hey, man, it's old Atlanta. These cars are on the edge. They're slipping and sliding, and these drivers are doing a phenomenal job at handling it.
That's one thing we saw. We saw the Division 2 cars in the Break Series. We saw them. They were very, very tight through these corners, and that is on purpose. Those Break Series cars are much tighter, even just on normal tracks. But here, it is a very large difference from what we've seen.
Zach trying to get to the inside.
And Zach. As they both almost went onto the apron, Zach is trying to make a move.
Forza has been super aggressive with his blocking tonight.
Oh, that's how he always is most of the time.
Yeah, I think these drivers are going to start to get fed up with him, though. Zach especially. Zach is not afraid of some contact. Got a temper inside that race car. So we'll see how long it takes for him to make some contact. How about the 52 of Kane? Making his way into the top 5 past his teammate in the 1. Oh, got a car by the inside wall.
I believe that was Worston. Yeah, it was Worston. Yeah, the fighting's going on in the front, but the chaos is going on in the back as we see there. 3 wide tight.
Oh, yeah, Nos around in the 7. Sliding across the front straightaway. Gonna straighten it out.
And that relegates the 7 to the back of the field, unfortunately.
Oh, 3 wide for the lead. Ariel, Mason, Dragon out of nowhere gonna overtake Zach and Forza. Now these 3 battle for the lead.
And Forza both got pushed back. Around goes the 41 of Supreme.
Oh, good save again by Supreme.
Save it. Wow, Supreme is really showing off his car handling skills tonight.
Dragon gonna lead that lap as we now see 3 laps to go in the stage.
Down into turn 1.
Oh, Ariel sideways. Oh, no. Gonna save it. 4 wide, Ariel. 5 wide, nearly coming through turn 2.
Wow. 4 wide, almost 5 wide, and they're playing ping pong with the doors of those cars. Dragon will take the lead of the race.
Diving back down into turn 3, rounding off of turn 4. Now 2 laps to go in stage number 1. Pit road is closed. Everybody's committed to the strategy. We're racing for stage points, for playoff points here at the front.
At Forza, we were just talking about how
4 wide again.
The 7 car is, but there is really, it digs the question, how aggressive is too aggressive, especially when cars are on the edge, like you said, at Old Atlanta.
It's gonna be, they're finding it right now. They're finding the edge right here. And this is just for stage 1. Only the top 5 get stage points. Top 3 receive playoff points. So every point, every spot matters. White flag in stage 1.
5 out of 130. Here comes Dragon looking to see if he can hold on to that lead.
Oh, gonna get moved up the track by Ariel.
One of Hobbs. And he's able to save it. But that was very close indeed, and now they're 2 wide, almost 3 wide. Zach's trying to get in there for the lead.
Here he goes to the inside. 3 wide.
Zach down the inside of the BTM boy of Ariel.
Ariel gonna close the door on him, gonna shut him off, bring him off of turn 4, and win stage number 1 at Atlanta. Dragon will take second over Zach, Forza, and Mace, the top 5 across the line.
Not his first time being the first one to the flag, even as a rookie in the NAPRA. Ariel has been putting on a show in these first couple of races, coming off very strong in the Daytona 500 and also coming off with the win in the first duel that he participated in just a week ago, and now getting some well-earned stage points for the 15. But that was some good pressure from the 26. You know, we always talk about the leaders and how they're making moves onto block these guys, but you know, that was an incredibly good effort by the offense of this 18 and the 26 car, just trying to get in there. Unfortunately, it was not enough though to get past that very fast 15 car for Blaze Technology Motorsports.
What a stage finish we just saw
for the first time.
Absolutely wild. That was just stage 1. I cannot imagine what the finish is gonna look like. But as you said, pit road is open. Most of the field coming down.
Stop for Mode. Ooh, out of his box, Supreme. Okay, no, far out of his box. Extremely far. Quick stop for both Miguel and Forza, but they're going to be beaten off the line to the winners of that stage. Ooh! Photo finish on the line between Forza and Miguel. I believe it was the 47 that took it. But yeah, one thing that we've seen out of these race cars is these guys are driving very, very aggressively just in the first stage of this race. 1 out of 3 stages done, and you know, I asked this question just before the stage ended, but really, I've been thinking about it even more now as we saw the ending of that stage and how incredible the offense of that 18 and 26 car were attempting to pull off a move on the 15. How much aggression is too much aggression, especially at Atlanta Motor Speedway? I mean, I can definitely see these guys driving the wheels off of their cars, but, you know, I don't believe that they can be too aggressive, especially at this kind of racetrack, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely not this early either, but hey, it's good, great entertainment for us and everybody watching, so keep it up if you can, without, you know, wadding everything up. But that was a that was a great stage finish, and we've had some great racing here at Atlanta so far, so keep it up, and I think we've got a great race on our hands.
Yeah. 41 and the 33 being sent to the back. That is our second overall caution of the night, I believe. 1 for incident, and now 1 for stage. 35 laps down. We're going to be seeing another 40 until the end of this stage. And then the long run, it's the 55 one. From lap 75 to lap 130. These stage cautions are definitely going to put up a little bit... It's going to be a little bit of a dice roll on this strategy play. You know, like we said in the pre-race, it's definitely going to be pace versus strategy, and we're going to definitely see that already here. These guys are putting on a show, but strategy is definitely going to have to come into play, and especially with how squirrely these cars can get around Atlanta Motor Speedway, there's always a chance for a caution, even if you think everything's settled down. But the lights will be off this time and will be going green on lap 40. It's going to be 35 to go in the second stage as we'll get underway. The juice cone is active. Mace to the top, Miguel to the top, Ops to the top, and followed by the 10 as well. Most of these front runners staying on the bottom. It looks like the 26 will be a control car as we come through to turn 3 for the final time under the first stage caution.
Stage 2 a few laps longer than stage number 1. We'll see if we can get some green flag pit stops in here. Had a yellow about halfway through right before the pit cycle would have started, but Dragon gonna lead us off for turn 4. Mace to his outside. Stage 2 underway in the Fanta 400, back green.
Now here comes Mace. Incredible push by the 51 and the 1 as well.
What a run for the high side.
Yeah, the high side immediately
right
dropping
around
back
the 26.
Down. Yeah, this one car, he's been a little bit of a sleeper pick. But, oh, that was Miguel sideways slightly.
Looks like a big block from the 18.
Being a very big sleeper pick. He's been running in the top 5 practically all day. Hobbs only with 3 wins on his NAPA career. And we're trying to see if he can max out the amount of top 5s, top 3s that he can get, or maybe even come off this race with his 4th ever career win in this league.
Side by side down the back straightaway. Oh, whoa, trouble in the back. A few cars.
Big trouble in the back.
31 Zach. Hard into the outside wall. Forza also collected.
Up into him. That will be everyone. Around goes the 41 of Supreme.
Oh, Supreme.
Around goes Forza. Around goes
Forza
Frosty.
and Frost. More contact. Massive wreck through turn 4.
Crash going on just as they came into turn 3, going through the end of that back stretch. That'll be the 4th caution of tonight. Just as we got off of that stage, and this was what I was saying, all the chaos going on in the back as well.
What happened there?
Lap 42, and the big one will strike at Atlanta.
I can't tell you what triggered that wreck, but I mean, when we cut to it, 31 is perpendicular to the racing surface, and he takes a nasty hit into the outside wall, and a number of cars, about 6 of them, also into the wall with him. And they just keep collecting each other, spinning all over the racetrack. You saw Supreme take a violent bounce off of that wall clip there off of turn 4. 47 and 48 get together, slide down the banking off of turn 4. Let's take another look at that hit for the 31. Man, 24, 33, 41 also collected. 52 of Kane sideways for a second there. The 7 of Nos able to make it through somewhat. Man, wild wreck we just saw right there, and puts us under yellow for the 3rd time tonight, 2nd time for incident.
Yeah, it's definitely, whoa. Supreme big time speeding on pit road, 170 miles an hour down pit road for the 41. And what in the world was
Where's
he
Blood
thinking
going?
there? Kind of went. Big time around, and you know, that is one of the criticisms of Atlanta Motor Speedway, just how small the racing surface is. Lots of people with penalties now, but you know, just how small this racing surface is, and we just saw great evidence of that right in front of us. Because, you know, track narrows up a lot as you come down into turn 3. And these drivers have to deal with that, especially, you know, when we saw them, they were going 3 wide, 4 wide into turn 3. Sometimes that's just not going to end up well. Slow stop for the 24. Slow stop for the 41. Ooh, very close. The 41 just barely in his box.
Let's see, do we have any 14ers?
A lot of split drivers here around, so
Yeah, we have a full team. Got all of their motorsports is here.
Oh wow!
Let's take a look at their roster.
Would you look at that?
All of Bear Motorsports' full-time roster is present here tonight. Let's take a look at who they are, where you can find them in the field. 18 of Mace. Been running pretty well here so far at Atlanta. 24 of Ford, owner of that team. Just outside the top 5 for most of the night after qualifying in 6th. And 48 of Frost. We just saw him spinning on that most recent incident. Been a rough going for him tonight, so we'll see if he can get that ship righted and get that 48 car to the front. Winner last weekend at Daytona.
Yeah, here comes Worsen. First time we've said his name in a good manner tonight, and also the 33. These two have been caught up in a bit of wrecks and some bit of spinning around and around on the front straightaway. But these two now will be leading the pack, almost like they got shuffled up. PlaneFan started this race P15 for Chase Sam Racing. Rookie is looking to put a good dent in the points if he can, and just try and lead some laps here. The Chase Sam Racing car is always identified by the funky number font, but the 33 is our control car as the pace car is off, and we will be green flag racing once again into the Ohio Edison restart zone at Atlanta. Good start by the 40, all solo alone. Incredible start by the 40, actually. Great jump. 47's a little bit under the grass, but he's already found his way all the way back up into 3rd position.
Terrible start for the 33.
I
think PlaneFan might have stacked up the whole field, allowed Worsen to get a good jump on the field. Now the 31's got that car going. Now these two have got a bit of a breakaway here from the rest of the pack, but they've got a lot of fast race cars behind them. 51 sideways into turn 3. Able to get it straight. Here comes the 48 of Frost. Was just talking about him before we saw the green flag. Coming to the front now.
Yeah, I think it was just a little bit of both. Or what happened there was a little bit of a stack up, and also the 40 just got that incredible run. And so, you know, definitely could have been better from that 33 car. You can definitely hear what they're going to be talking about once he gets back to the garage.
Oh, here goes Forza already on the back bumper of the 40 to the inside and clear of Worsen now.
Oh, wow. What
can the 40 do to try and keep up with him? We'll see. 33 now to the outside. And there's another line of faster cars looking to get by this 40 here. The 26, 51, and 18 all been running at the front of the field here tonight. 40 of Worsen, this is his first time being in the top 5, so probably feeling some different sensations inside of that car with some cleaner air than in the back of the pack that he's been dealing with, but also got to defend his position, stay up there as hard as he can. Now the 33 of PlaneFan also striking back to the inside, looking for second. Now here comes the 51 of Miguel, looking to take that spot away from the 33. Ooh, contact in the 1.
Yeah, Miguel, he's been caught up in a lot of stuff today as well, because, you know, Miguel has just been absolutely caught up in so many things, you know. If he's the one being turned or turning someone else. Oh, and just seeing it right there. And, you know,
33
Miguel
ripping the top.
Off the bumper of the 18.
PlaneFan was ripping that high side. He's going to have a good run down the front straightaway now. Back to the outside of the 51. Contact!
Oh, no. Just as I was saying it, around almost goes the 51. He's able to save it, but not before going into the 26 of Zach. Ooh, no.
Oh, Nas is around also in the back.
He's able to save it. Both of them are able to save it. And now, basically, running away with this lead is Forza. Slowly, bit by bit, and Worsen hasn't been able to catch much to him.
Worsen and PlaneFan doing a really impressive job of staying up here with this top 5 group. 2 rookies to the Cup Series here. Oh, yeah, big crossover from the 51 all the way to the bottom.
The 51. I can imagine that some of these drivers are going to have some things to say.
Yeah,
about that 51 car.
There's going to be some words shared post-race.
You get after a race in NASCAR 25. You know, I can imagine that's kind of what this chat is going to look like about the 51.
Into the wall because the 40 with some help from the 33 right there off of 4.
Yeah. All the way now back up to the front after a couple incidents slowing down.
Oh, contact. Supreme almost shipped his teammate into a different car, and now Jackknife with the 18 on the high side, and around he goes on the back straightaway.
Oh, wow. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness.
They're all going to miss him, and will stay green.
That just lost him, what, maybe 15 seconds on the field. Wow.
Yeah, and all the way out of the top 5 as he was contending.
All the way out of the top 5, he's basically away from the entire field now.
Yeah, completely disconnected for the second time tonight, mind you.
But that is the second time the 31 and the 41 have come together, and that is a second penalty for the 31 car of Zach.
And I want to remind all the viewers that these warnings, they stack up over the season, as you get more throughout the season, these can affect you, and you can take points losses, you can get suspended if you get to a certain amount of warnings. So something to keep an eye on. Your favorite drivers, their warning count throughout the season got to be clean as well. You can't just go bowling through people. You got to be clean if you want to find success here in the NAPRA. But Zach already got 2 warnings on the race. Got to keep that total low, as he now fights side by side with the 33 here for 4th.
Yeah, maybe in this position, for Zach, you just kind of want to keep it clean, and eventually will eventually come home either way. And I highly doubt that he's going to be able to get that 3rd warning. But with the way that he's been driving this car recently, there's a chance that he might even not be able to get this 3rd stage, as the 33 will take down to his inside. That 31 car, he's just got to keep it straight and try and keep it out of, basically the entire rest of the field.
Yeah, just got to focus on running his own race. But somebody who's doing that, 51 of Miguel, ran Forza down from a while back. Contact now sideways into turn 1 as soon as I talk about him. Able to hang on to it, though, and keep within touch. But 51 is extremely fast. How often is it that we see somebody chase down Forza on a green flag run?
Not very often.
Very rare, but very impressive run tonight by the rookie here. Running 1 and 2, qualified 1 and 2, so 2 fastest cars tonight early. Definitely the 47 and 51.
One of the oldest veterans in the league versus one of the youngest rookies in the league. Miguel has shown incredible promise throughout these past couple of races. Attained a pretty nice finishing position in the Daytona 500, and looking to see if he can pull off that exact same finishing position here against Forza. Now Forza, especially as a rookie, he's a very tough guy to go against, but even with the experience that he has, sometimes we are all bound to make a mistake at some point, and the 51 is absolutely hurtling towards that 47 car.
Actually, Miguel has started 2nd in both races this season. Qualified 2nd for the 500, qualified 2nd here for the Fanta 400. So, great qualifying pace so far for Jarrero's D1 program, as now he's on the back bumper with the 47. Look to the inside, Forza through the block, so he's going to go to the high side through turn 3.
Now here comes the 51. He's trying the
Looking
switchback.
for the switchback.
He's got the run. Ooh, contact.
Big block through the grass. Wow.
Yeah, these guys are being extremely aggressive. Now the 51 to the outside. He's going to have to make something work here, trying to maybe switch back to 47 car as he comes off the high line. And that is exactly what he's going to try and do. Not just enough momentum, though. Here comes a 47. This 47 is an incredible defender, and it's very hard to get past him. But, like I said, we all make mistakes sometimes. And is that going to be the 51's perspective on this? Is he going to sit back and wait for the 47 to make a mistake and sail by him? Or is he going to try and take every chance he can get to get by this 47? And from what we've seen, it's looking more like the second option. Ooh, block from the 47. Now Forza trying around the outside is Miguel. The bottom line is much more preferred here, but if you can make it work, you can get that run off the top. Ooh, contact on that right rear quarter panel between the 57 and the 47, and now they are too wide down coming into turn 1. The 51 will just take a little bit back now as they will come into the back straightaway, and this is 5th lap, maybe 6th, that they've been fighting each other. And wow, they have been going at it incredibly here. But now look at Worson. That 40 car, he's made his way all the way back up here from being stuck in that little bit of a pack. And now Worson's going to try and see if he can maintain that extra little gap to the cars behind him. And with these 2 cars fighting in front of him, maybe he's going to have a chance if they too make a mistake.
What a battle we're seeing from these top 2 here.
Forza's trying his best not to leave that bottom line open.
Oh,
Is
Miguel
that-
lost a lot of time that time down the front stretch.
oh.
Not sure what happened to him off of 4. Was right on the 47's bumper, now completely out of touch. Got to chase him back down here. Gave up about half the gap to the 40 behind him. No, 3 wide behind him, actually. Now Dragon and Zach
Wow.
teaming up on the 15. Ford looking for somewhere to go as well behind this group in the 24, as well as his teammate, the 48, going to get into the bumper, shove him up out of the way. Looking for this position himself.
Their Motorsports teammates, and then, yeah, we have the 26, the 31, and the 15. And, wow, they're going to be going at it a lot here. It's going to be coming to 10 to go soon in this stage. But, cool, I believe they aren't going to be able to make it on fuel. You know, stage ends at 75 laps, and as we come around here, we're going to be 10 or 11 to go when Forza crosses the line. They're going to have to make at least one green flag pit stop, or someone's going to have to practically get sacrificed for the caution.
Yeah, 11 to go right now, that time across the line. There's no way they can make it all the way. So they're going to have to pit before 2 laps to go in the stage, which is when pit road closes. So going to be some decisions to make from the top of the pit boxes here. We'll see who's the first to come to pit road. Will anybody try and undercut, maybe make their way into the top 5, looking at some of the guys right outside the top 5, like the 48, 31, even the 33. Try and pick up some stage points through the undercut. Dragon a massive run on the 40.
Question, who's going to pit first? If you look at the 33 real close, 93 liters of fuel left. He's most likely going to have to come in
40
soon.
car coming this
But
time.
here comes the 40, yeah.
Hand out the window down the back straightaway. Werzen's going to be hitting pit road this time.
Ooh,
I think we got cars on
Someone's
pit road
already in
already,
pit road.
actually. Yeah,
that's
24
the 7
Ford.
of NAPCS.
24 Ford and NOS, both on pit road. So they're actually our first cars to drop off the banking and acquiesce to pitting. Very early undercut. We'll see how this plays out for him. You don't want to pit too early, because then you'll have a tire disadvantage to the cars who pit later. They'll just rip right past you on just a few laps old or newer tires. So we'll see how this pans out for these two.
Box, actually, third person to come into the pits.
Haven't said Puig's name at all, I don't think, this race, but
No, not really.
Unfortunately, the first time we mentioned it is a penalty.
In comes Forza now from the lead.
Oh, a lot of drivers. Oh, wow, Mace.
Whoa!
Very
And what was
evasive
that?
maneuvers. Close call for the 18. I don't think he was trying to pit. I think he was
No,
just...
I think he just got caught up in that stack that we're trying to pit, and he's just
Yeah.
like, oh my goodness, get me out of here.
Yeah, had a few cars around him coming to pit road, and just... What a miss that was to not hit anybody, but Forza from the lead on the pit road, followed by the 40 of Werzen, 31 of Zach,
It's gonna be
and
Miguel
I believe
coming in
another
now,
red
along
car.
with Dragon, along with the rest of the pack. The 15's gonna be the only person to stay out.
Pit road is busy. Just a few laps to go in stage number 2.
Here come the 40 and the 31 come out of the pit road, directly side by side with each other. Also
Slow
comes
stop
down pit
for
road
the-
directly behind his teammate. Mostly, you can't expect a lot of pack racing. Ooh, very close between the 26 and the 1 on pit road. I believe they did make contact. Ooh, oh no.
Oh, Miguel.
Wow. Miguel.
Lost a lot of time on pit road.
Here comes the 15. Around the outside, and these guys are not going to see a lot of pack racing anymore. These guys are mostly just all the way gone. No, Ariel, wondering how long this guy's going to be able to push it. Started P8, now running in P1.
10 and the 51, both going to get penalties. They went above the blue, or went off the apron before reaching the blue line. Although the 10 did get pushed, so I would take that away from Radical.
Already stuff going on at Atlanta.
Only a few cars yet to pit now. The 15 of Ariel, 18 of Mace, and 41 of Supreme. Been very disconnected from the pack ever since he spun earlier in the stage. Gonna try and run it long. We'll see how this works out for him. Mace now coming to pit road this time, with 4 to go in the stage. Ariel gonna stick out one more time at least.
Now, was this the plan? Just kind of save fuel and then try and just absolutely hit it for the rest of the stage? Because these stage cautions throw a absolute rock in any strategy.
Oh, penalty for the 18.
No.
Supreme also on the
that's
pit
really
road. Way
worse.
too hot through his box. Gonna have to back up.
Even
this
Forza
is
a
a
lap down now. in
Catastrophic stop for Supreme.
fourth. Oh, wow. Oh.
Ariel still on the track. Wonder if he's been saving
The grass
fuel.
went paste.
Wonder if Ariel's been saving it all. He might be able to stretch this all the way.
Oh, wow.
But the real concern would be making it back under caution to pit row. He's going to stay out. Going to take 2 to go. So pit row's going to close once he crosses the line here. And now he's committed.
That has locked in his strategy. Yeah.
Committed to this strategy. He's got the entire field at least 1 lap down. And there goes the tires.
Oh, no.
There go the tires for the 15.
Oh, my goodness me.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my. Whoa, wow. Oh, no.
The strategy does not work out for Ariel.
Oh, and the caution comes out. And maybe Forza who will take it. Oh, wow. Oh, goodness.
Oh, he
me.
lost tires.
Oh, wow. Oh, no. Oh, more, even more.
Goodness.
Oh, goodness.
And that just
my
ruins his strategy. He'll get the stage win.
Yeah.
He'll get the stage win, but
Wow.
oh, he's going to lose a lot of time trying to get that car to pit road.
Oh, no. And you can see, you mean, up here in the booth, we saw that car. He started just not turning anymore, and we kind of looked at each other like, oh, we know exactly what is about to happen, and sure enough, over and over, and luckily not out of this race, but an absolute deficit at that 15 we'll have to recover from. Oh, wow, that is... What goes on in the atomic structure of these cars when you blow a tire? Oh no, oh. Insult to injury, the 15 speeding on pit road. Just even by a little. Oh, wow. Okay, that is one of the most violent crashes I have seen in a long time.
That was awesome.
That was kind of cool.
Pit road. Yeah, pit road's going to be open this time, but that'll conclude stage number 2. So now we're into stage 3, longest stage of the night, 55 laps to the end. And definitely going to see at least 1 pit stop, maybe even 2. Probably not 2. But we'll see. Forza going to lead the entire field on the pit road after getting just enough fuel to make it to the end of the stage. Last stop, everybody going to come down, top off for full service for Goodyear Eagles and fill a full tank of VP race fuel. Oh, is that going to roll through his box?
Stop for 47. Stop for 10. Oh,
Mace
15.
also through his box.
Gell might be through his box.
No, Miguel's good. Wait, no, he's not. No, he's not.
Oh, he's not good.
No, he's not good.
Very not good. Oh, they are 5 wide coming off of pit road.
There's racing everywhere here at Atlanta.
Racing everywhere.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Saw some people doing a drag race on the drive here. Ran over a pedestrian.
Atlanta, hey, Atlanta is just a racing city, man. Got a pretty good crowd here as well at the pre-repaved Atlanta Motor Speedway. Love to see it. Love for the fans to come out.
Fully sold out crowd here, a capacity of 71,000 people at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and that has been fully maxed out for the NAPA appearance here, and for good reason. You know, the Break Series race, so much action, like I said, potential for race of the season, and in my book, one of the best races of the season, no doubt about that. But now seeing to see if Division 1 guys, that if they can pull off something that could rival that performance just last night, and, you know, just seeing about how they've been racing, you know, Forza and the 51 of Miguel and people like that, we're in for a pretty fun night.
Absolutely. It's been fun already, and we're not even done. We still got a lot of racing left. So I can't wait to see how this thing will end. But
yeah.
Let's see. Let's look at one of our rosters for our teams here tonight. Had some pretty good showings here tonight. It's Dynaco Racing Motorsports. They've got 3 of their 4 cars present tonight. Those being the one of Hobbs, made a championship run last season, just short of the grand prize in Homestead. The 7 of Nas, rookie to the league, found a home with Dynaco Racing Motorsports, having a solid run here tonight at Atlanta. Can't seem to make his way through traffic though, so we'll see what he can do with a little better track position on this restart. And the 52 of Kane started out way back in the pack, and he's made his way up to the top 5 at a time in the race. So let's see if he can do that again, sort of replicate that here as we are about to get racing here. It's stage number 3.
Then again, you know, Forza, he's been leading this field the entire race, and he doesn't look like he's going to stop anytime soon. 47 car with one of the best schemes in the league. And genuinely, I'm being unbiased. It's a really good scheme.
It is a very good scheme.
Yeah. But yeah, Forza, after a little bit of controversy in the off-season, coming back just as strong.
Doubled up here, coming through turns 3 and 4.
I'm sorry, we're quintupled up in the back for whatever reason that could be.
Forza and Drag in the front row. Hobbs and Frost, row number 2. Ford Wars in row 3, headed for the Ohio Edison restart zone. 47 back on the gas, got a good push from the 1 and 24 behind him. Green flag is out. We're racing in stage number 3, the Fanta 400.
Here comes Ford. We haven't really called his name close to the front of the pack here, but, you know, he's determined. It's 145 races, and he's trying to vanquish that today at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and he's trying to vanquish that every day.
Yeah, talked to Ford before the race, during the pre-race.
Miguel.
Miguel sideways in the back. Gonna straighten it out and keep going. But as I was saying about the 24, talked to Ford during the pre-race, and he said feels confident in his chances here. Qualified 6th, and that car is fast on the long run specifically, and now he's finally inside the top 5. Let's see what that 24 car can do here at the front of the field.
Yeah, now making his way up into 3rd place is the 24 car, Bear Motorsports Chevy, and now he was almost 3 wide there for a second. He's trying to make his move down the inside of Dragon.
3 wide behind him, Hobbs, Wurzen, and Frost, top to bottom. 2 cars on the outside going to carry by with a run around the 48.
Yeah, Forza now pulling away with that lead, but we've seen this happen before, and at least someone was able to catch him through that.
Yeah, but that someone is currently buried in the pack right now, so we'll see if these current contenders up at the front have that same type of pace that the 51 had to chase down Forza from a gap.
The 18 came together with the 48 as well. Yep, 3 wide behind him, Kane, Nas, and Supreme. And now the 10 of Radical trying to push his way in there, make it 3 wide as well. Very nice spread out pack racing.
3 wide between Joshua Kane and Supreme, bottom to top, coming off of turn 4. 2 Cup Series rookies and a Cup Series vet right there racing. And another rookie just ahead of him, the 7 of Nas. Yeah, retired. Quote unquote part-time.
It was Kane going into 1.
3 wide for 2nd here. Worsen gonna drop back out. Gonna leave the 24 and 26 side by side into turn 3. Why is my V-Light just flaring up so badly right now?
Oh, here comes Ford. 2nd place, hoping to chase down one of his very old adversaries of Forza. Now onto the back straight away. Mostly spread out now. 33, a plane fan went a bit under the apron. I believe that was just an overcorrection. So mostly spread out amongst the pack now. Ooh, a little bit of contact between the 40 and the 41 off each other in numbers and also racing tonight.
Starting to single file out at the front of the field. 24 car settled into second here. Ford's looking very good here late in this race. Got a great shot to end his winless streak. Late night racing teammates fighting side by side, just a few paces behind the top 5. Worsen way up the racetrack after a little contact with Supreme. Going to lose a few spots. Have a run though, going to go to the back of the 1. Now Miguel looking to the outside of Supreme there into turn 1. 51 has been extremely fast. He's probably passed the most cars tonight, gone from back to front a number of times, and now looking to do it again as he's caught in a little bit of a hornet's nest right now. Forza throwing a block on the 24 though. Here comes Ford.
There goes the 1 of Hobbs in the background. It's able to save it. Sorry for cutting you off there, but in the back off the bumper of the 40 or the 41, and that could have ended badly for the people in the rest of that pack.
It's all good. Ford tried to take a swing at the 47, or Forza though. Relentless defense. More contact to the back. Hobbs and Joshua now.
What is he doing?
Potentially some tempers flaring between those two young drivers. And it's costing them spots on the racetrack as well.
Already,
oh, here comes Ford. To the inside. Gonna lead that lap. The 24 car now to the inside of the 47.
Yeah, now big racing between these two. Big time Cup Series veterans. Ford, a one-time champion and a 7-time race winner. And Forza, a bit more on the stat card, 4-time champion and 69
Oh, we got a car around. Oh, big wreck in the back.
No.
41-7 all around.
Oh, wow. Around goes a 41 of Supreme.
Caution going to come back out for the 5th time tonight.
That was a one-car incident, people could say, but caution is out now.
That was more than one car. There was a few cars spun around there in turn 3. I'm not sure what happened to trigger that one. I just cut to it and there were cars backwards. Let's take another look here. Watching the 24. Saw a few cars shoot down the backstretch before the camera cut. And then there's smoke. 51 trying to make his way through, but the 7 sideways, 33, 41 all spun around. 51 and Miguel able to make his way through with minimal contact, but how that wreck started will remain a mystery for now. But man, scary for the cars trying to make it through that. Just track covered with smoke. Don't know where the cars are. Trying not to hit anybody. Pit road is open.
Mostly everyone on the pit road. Yeah, everyone.
Four tires and a full tank of fuel seems to be the most popular choice this time on pit road. Forza barely going to beat Worsen to the timing line and keep his lead. Great stop for the 40 team. Able to jump ahead of the 24 on pit road. And the 26, I believe. Going to be open one more time as the field comes back around to the pace car. Leader's going to stay out.
41 riding the wall to catch up back to the pack.
31 and 7 back onto pit road for a second time. What a race it's been.
Yeah.
Man, unfortunately I was not able to make the Break Series race last night, but I heard it was a whaler, so I'm glad I'm here for this one, at least one of the Atlanta races this weekend. And the Cup Series guys are putting on a show, so looking like another successful weekend of racing here for the NAPRA. Week 2 of season number 10 for the Cup Series, and we'll be at Maryland Speedway next weekend for week number 3. The fan favorite short track, fan and driver favorite short track alike returns back in its rightful spot on the schedule as claimed by Ford at the beginning of the season. But this time we'll be seeing Maryland twice this year, once next week and then once in the playoffs. A lot of trouble in the back of the pack on pacing. Nonetheless, though,
The Ohio Edison restart zone, and we are green flag racing once again at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
bad start for the 47. The 40 car going to go right around him on the outside, as well as his teammate. Oh, Ford sideways in the back, going to get straightened out. As I was saying, not a good start for the 47. Going to drop 3 spots after being the control car. 1 to his teammate, 1 to the 18 of Mace, and 1 to the 40 of Worzen, who now leads us into turn 3.
Comes Ford down the inside of Miguel, trying to make a move to make it 3 wide. Forza tried to make a move on his teammate, couldn't make that stick.
Mace now to the lead of the pack.
Ooh, big pushing there between Nas and the 31. First time we've called Nas's name up and near the front of the pack.
Yeah. Currently trying to fend off the drone strike duo of Zach and Dragon. Contact between Forza and Worzen right there coming through turn 4. It's going to check up the 47 and going to get into the 31 as well. Nas trying to go around the outside of the 40. Contact again with the 40. Worzen trying his hardest to defend his track position. He's making some people angry, I'm sure, in the process.
Yeah, Mace now back with the lead of this race, and he's going to try and hold on to it, most likely for the entire time, but we still, I believe we still have, oh, Squirrely for the 51 of Kane in the back as they came off a 4. I believe they still have at least 1 green flag pit stop in them, unless we go under caution one more time.
3 wide through turn 2. 4 wide now. Zach, Supreme, Hobbs, and Frost was down there, but backed out of it. Smart decision, probably. Oh, what was that? 33 and 15 down below the apron. Not sure what happened to those two. Still got a fuster cluck of race cars here from about 7th place on back here, fighting for position, fighting hard, tooth and nail. It's what we've seen all night. The battles all over the racetrack, but the battles here just outside the top 10 from about 7th to 12th place are just vicious.
Yeah, wow. Forward contact with the 1, trying to make his way up through the pack, looking to defeat a 145 race winless streak.
Jack trying to block the 41 all over the racetrack. Supreme gonna go to the outside though. Ford gonna look for the middle. Oh no, around goes the 41. 24 gonna turn around his former teammate. Supreme gonna go backwards on the front straightaway once again. This time he's gonna correct it. And Supreme has been spun around backwards more time than anybody tonight, I think. Oh, more smoke up ahead. I believe that was the 40 of Worzen. Got out of shape there coming through turn 2. Gonna get straightened out and now continue to fire right back to the inside of the 47 of Forza. Mace got a huge gap in the front. Gonna bring us to lap 100. 31 laps to go. Now 4 wide coming through the quad oval. Nearly Zach on the high side gonna back out, as well as Dragon down on the bottom. Now gonna leave the 40 and 47 to duke it out side by side into turn 2. 51 gonna push Forza through. Oh, we got a car up on 2 wheels. Dragon into the inside wall. And he's gonna lose a lot of track position, a lot of momentum, and now this battle continues on. Now Miguel, Plane Fan, and Worzen 3 wide coming off of turn 4. Ford just ahead of him. Frost just behind.
Frost, yeah, almost got 3 wide. Ooh. That was Fusion almost got a little bit early.
Using that look at the contact a few laps ago between the 24 and 41, which sent Supreme around. Just looks like a misjudgment from the 24, trying to come up the racetrack. Oh, 40 car around on the front straightaway. Worsen through the infield grass. Gonna get straightened out and not collect anybody else, and will stay green.
Mostly everyone to the back of the field now. At least someone has been involved in at least one incident, at least one for the entirety of this race. Everyone has been involved in at least something.
Yeah, nobody's leaving Atlanta with a clean car for sure.
Yeah,
it's been a battle out here on the racetrack, but it has been incredible to watch.
Ooh. As we speak of clean race cars, there's one not so clean. Supreme bouncing off of the door of the 33. He has been kissing the wall all night to, probably taking a piece of that wall home so he can take it on a dinner date. But
oh, 10 into the wall. Here comes the 47 now for second. Teammates here battling rookie versus veteran. And the 18 of Mace watching this in his mirror. Probably getting a little nervous seeing that 47 now clear the 10 car and just have free racetrack ahead of him to go chase down that 18. We'll see what kind of speed Mace has compared to the 47. But I believe Forza will be able to chase him down.
Can't really not get nervous when you see the 47 behind you.
Yeah. How about Ford making his way back through the top 5? Just got by the 31 of Zach, as well as the 51 of Miguel, looking to break his way into the top 5.
Back into the top 5. Started this race in P2 for the rookie 51 for Jarrera Motorsports, and now seeing if he can at least climb back up for a podium finish, but he's been absolutely hogged with wrecks and some sort of controversy all night. There's always been something going on with
Oh, we got a car around. The 33 of Plain Fam was sideways through turn 3. Gonna get straightened out. No more contact. People. Everybody trying to make it through. Big checkup on the front straightaway.
They're full wide.
Oh, Stack Up still making contact.
Dragon, and into the outside wall goes Nas and Dragon and Worsen, and they all just kind of got stacked up there, but we'll keep it green.
It was just a lot of pinballing right there off of turn 4.
Yeah. Bunch of ping pong. Ooh, contact between the 40 and the
through
7.
the grass goes Worsen.
Hit contact there. Now they're 3 wide.
Oh, almost around. Goes to 26.
Oh my goodness.
Second warning for the 33 of Plain Fan.
Oh, around goes to 39 of Puig. He almost got jackknifed into the outside wall with the 26 of Dragon. Now Forza, just as we were talking about him chasing down the 18, he sufficiently has and is now in the lead of this race.
How about the 48 of Frost coming forward now? It's 3 wide with the 31 and 51 here, making his way towards the top 5. This 3 wide battle is for 5th place, just behind the 24 and 4th.
Now here comes 47. 48. Trying it down the inside of Zach. Trying to make a top 5 finish happen.
Mace trying to hang on to second here, but a hard charging 10 car trying to take it away from him. 24 of Ford also coming. That's a teammate in that 18 with the 24 there. See if they can help each other out here. Take on this BTM duo at the front.
Yeah, Radical, great defender, and he'll give up positions if he has to for his teammates. We've seen him be a great team player in the past, and he's definitely going to have to do a lot of that now that he's
Miguel.
been pushed up to D1.
51 car now, right up to this battle for second. 4 cars under a blanket. Forza trying to drive away.
Yeah, Radical will keep second place, but he's still under pressure now. 3 wide. Ooh, contact between the 18 and the 10. Huge run by Mace.
Gonna clear back in front of the 10. Zach now looking to the inside of the 51. Ford gonna shove him all the way up the racetrack into the wall. Goes to 51. And Zach gonna make his way past both of them with that contact. The 48 of Frost now looking to capitalize. And we've got a car on pit road. I can hear it.
That's the 7 of Mass.
Nas, first one on the pit road for this green flag cycle for stage number 3. Potentially taking a big swing on the undercut. We'll see how this works out. Bold move from the top of the pit box from that crew chief, so we'll see how it pans out. And you've got to think this will draw a few more cars to pit road here within the next 2 or 3 laps.
Yeah, because these guys, they're not going to be able to make it to the end. And, you know, Forza, at least for the last couple bit here, he's been the king of risky strategies, you know, only taking half fuel. And some people could have said that's what costed him the win at Daytona. But we're going to see how these people will, how these drivers are going to be able to hold up through this green flag pit area. Or is this battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th going to somehow light up and cause a caution and mess everything up? We don't know. We're just going to have to watch.
I think this battle for 2nd is finally dying down as Zach is able to drive away. Impressive corner right there. Impressive lap from the 31, and now going to leave the battle up for 3rd. The 31 and 8, or 51 and 18, excuse me, side by side into turn 1. Look at Bear Motorsports. All 3 of their cars were up here in the top 5. Contact between the 18 and 48 right there, though. Able to hold on to it.
And 2 people with their hand out the window now. That is going to be
teammates.
The 18 of Mace and the 10 of Radical.
Oh, contact. Sorry, not Radical. Or sorry, not teammates. Radical barely able to get underneath that commitment cone after some contact with the 18. But they both make it on the pit road under the speed limit. And now it's on the pit crews. Final stop of the night.
Now, this...
Oh, no! Contact between the 2 cars coming on the pit road. They were 1 box away from each other, and they made contact getting into their boxes. Very slow stop for the 18, and the 10 car might be at risk of a penalty.
Oh, no.
Forza on the pit road from the lead. Followed by the 24 and 48.
Fastest lap holder, the 51 Gyro Motorsports Dodge of Miguel. And also the 31 now going to come into the pits.
31, 51, 41, all dropping off the racetrack.
Followed by the 1, followed by the 51, yep. And now into the lead, here comes Ariel.
We saw Ariel employ some strategy here in stage 1 to take that win. Or we know that was stage 2, sorry. Stayed out longer. Unfortunately had the tire failure, but with the caution coming out when it did, he was able to hold on to the stage win. So not surprised to see him stay out significantly longer than his competition, but he's no way he's going to be able to save enough fuel or tire to make it to the end of the race. So going to see him pit eventually. Oh, and a penalty for the 1 of Hobbs on the pit stop. Hate to see that. Had a solid run going after missing the Daytona 500 last week, I believe. Needs some points on the board, and this is going to hurt his finishing a lot. And the 51 of Miguel also hit with a penalty. And Zach. Oh no. All from that most recent group to hit pit road as well.
They are handing
Ariel on the pit road.
Out penalties like fortune cookies at a Chinese restaurant right now.
Ariel gonna pit from the lead. Worsen heading off in the 40 car. Perfect stop for the 15. Let's see where he comes out. 26th of Dragon just now leaving pit road. Gonna rejoin on the back straightaway. Forza currently all by himself on the racetrack after this pit cycle.
Yep. Lane Fan now into first place in the 33 car.
33 car's hoping for a caution. Oh, and there goes the tire for the 33 into the wall. Oh, he's in trouble here down the back straightaway.
Oh no, oh no.
Can he get it slowed down into the outside wall again? Can he get to pit road?
Into the inside wall. He's going to have to get into pit road.
Oh, and he's upside down.
Oh my goodness. Oh, and hit by the 26 of Dragon, and the caution will come out. Oh my goodness. And now racing back to the line. Huge crash as the 33 loses the tire into the outside wall. into the inside wall. Goes onto his roof and then is hit on the way down by the 26 of Dragon.
This
Unfortunate
just
for
saved.
our former race leader.
This just saved the drivers who got a penalty on that last stop. Assuming that they served their penalty, they are back in this race. If they didn't serve it yet, they're going to have to come. I think Forza might be out of tires too.
Yeah,
No, maybe
Forza
not. I think
as
that's
well.
just lag. I think that's just lag. But if they didn't serve their penalty, they're going to have to serve that drive-through once we see the green flag after this caution sequence. But for those that did serve it, yeah, I mean, a lifesaver for these drivers and really the whole field. Now Forza, he was clearing away with the win if we would have kept it green. But now look at the 24 of Ford, 41 of Supreme.
Right there.
All drivers right back on his back bumper. Ford, the 145 race winless streak.
Yeah.
And he's got a chance to end it here tonight if he can just hold on to this track position and execute like he needs to. Ford could snap that winless streak over his knee with a sickening crack. Finally put to rest the rumors and the question marks on the career. Will he ever find victory lane once again in his own league? But there's also a lot of hungry drivers behind him and the 47 in front of him.
Yeah. 47, very hard to pass. Just overall, the best driver in the NAPRA historically and currently as well. The 24 is going to have a hard time, and also he's had a hard time getting through this traffic. And you know, even when we saw him start at restart just a couple 10 laps ago, when we saw him start that, he dropped far back. He came back just for a little bit, maybe 3-4 laps, and then he just kind of dropped all the way back into mid to bottom pack again, and that's not what you want to see here. But it's definitely going to be interesting, and we're going to have to see how, I believe this entire top 5 to top 6 could have a good chance at winning this race, as we're going to go
yes.
8 to go under caution.
Absolutely. This is going to be a wild finish. Not quite NAPA overtime. I think we will finish within regulation, but man, it's going to be a wild run to the checkered flag. Like you said, very competitive field we've seen here tonight. And I think if everybody gets a good restart, it's going to be madness. 4 wide, 3 wide, all over the place.
Oh no.
everybody going for that top spot. But I think we might have had a few cars pull off the racetrack and hit pit road under this yellow. Yeah, Nos, Hobbs, Puig, and where is it? It looks like, yes.
Yeah, 8 to go, coming to 7. And single-digit laps now go in this race. Ford is going to have to be able to pull something off great on this 47. Be able to break that winless streak. But, you know, only time will tell. We have only a couple cars on the pit road. Forza, last second decision. He's going to take the top line over
Interesting.
Ford.
Interesting
Man,
choice
that's a
to
very
take.
interesting decision.
Going to control this restart from the top. First time we've seen anybody do that all night. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Given the 24 at the bottom, going to look for that run on the high side. Maybe he saw something from those most recent restarts. The high side might be the choice. So we'll see how this pans out. Ford and Supreme
Yes,
on the
racing.
bottom, first 2 rows. Teammates from BTM on the top. Forza and Joshua through the Ohio Edison restart zone. 6 laps to go in the Fanta 400, and there's the restart for the 47 right around the outside.
Yeah, there he goes, all the way.
Saw something he liked on the previous restarts, and it works out for him. Going to go straight to the
most
lead. Going to
definitely.
bring his teammate with him.
These BTM teammates, they have been so active and so dominant all day, especially the 47 of Forza. But that 10 car is going to absolutely come in handy if he's going to need any blocking and any help that he can get for Forza to come
There's
off
the
with
15
his
as well.
70th win.
Ariel also inside the top 5, so that's 3 BTMs against 2 Alliance Chevrolets, but not on the same team. The 41 from Late Night Racing, the 18 from Bear Motorsports. There's an alliance between those 2 teams. Contact made between the 18. Big slide for the 41. Gonna save it once again. Supreme. The car control is on full display for the 41. Now he's gonna strike on the 10. Oh my goodness, 5 wide headed into turn 3.
Oh,
Miguel trying to come forward. Kane trying to come forward. Everybody trying to come forward.
24 of Ford. He's dropping all the way back. Ford is fading big time.
Had a terrible restart, falling outside of the top 5 now, maybe even the top 10. Oh, Supreme around in the front of the field.
Supreme.
Gonna collect the 18 into the outside wall.
He will save it. Now here comes Forza, absolutely running away with the
5 wide again.
Oh, wow. Incredible racing behind him. 4 laps to go. Coming to 3.
Almost a wreck. Oh, there is a wreck. Hobbs around through the grass. Gonna straighten it.
Save it.
3 laps to go now. And it's Kane into second place.
Oh. Bouncing off the walls is the 7 along with the 24, sorry. And then there goes the 48 as well. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Supreme around again. Supreme. 3 wide off of turn 4. 4 wide. Miguel with a massive run. Gonna get jackknifed with the 33.
2 laps to go at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and Forza is looking unstoppable.
Battle for second is on, though. Joshua and Kane. And a 3rd warning on the night for the 31 of Zach. Gonna relegate him to the tail end of the lead lap in final results. Cannot serve that drive-through. But now Forza gonna bring us off of turn 4 to the white flag.
1.53 miles of racing to go to the come and go white flag of the NAPRA. The Fanta 400 about to be wrapped up as they go into turn 1 for the final time.
Ariel going by his teammate for 3rd. Every spot is a point. Every point matters here, especially early in the season. So no surprise, but
around turn 4 for the final time, the 47 Blaze Technology Motorsports will take his 70th win on the career. 130 laps down, Forza will take the win at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and the Fanta 400 will end in a spectacular racing fashion.
Great race.
Oh, and would you look at this? That is Kane.
Kane with the P2. What a finish for the rookie.
Hanukkah Racing Motorsports are going to be happy with this.
What a finish for the rookie.
You know who's going to be even more happier is Blaze
Technology Motorsports. All 3 of their cars who started the race end up in the top 5. What a day for BTM. Got a win. 3 cars in the top 5.
BTM, not so happy for my checkbook.
Top 5 for the 18 of Mace as well in his first start on the season. Did not attend the Daytona 500 last weekend. But Forza
pulling the victory lane.
Continuing his winning ways.
All-time champion, 70 wins on the career. Makes it a nice, clean, even number as they go into second race of the season. What an incredible race, Atlanta. And to think that people are calling for this track to be taken off the schedule after that incredible race and after the incredible race in the Division 2 NAPA Break Series as well. It's I highly disagree.
You turn the lights out.
Ooh. Hey, who turned off the lights?
Forza gonna burn it down here on the front stretch.
Not for the first time in his career.
Yeah, he's got to be getting good at those burnouts.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
And now, getting information from the pit crew of that 47 team, Forza's tires were so close to blowing out. Just on that final lap, he had so little left. That it's actually incredible. 0.3.
Could you imagine
on those tires?
Could you imagine
if he just blew a tire final
Oh my goodness!
And then Kane would come home.
He's slowing, isn't he?
That would be crazy if he blew a tire final corner And Kane went from last to first.
What? Oh, that would have been insane.
That would have been insane, but I am still happy with how this turned out.
Absolutely. Great finish. Great race. Oh, I might not even
Still,
do
if
that
I
for
haven't
this.
said it enough, to think people want to take this off the schedule. I mean, it's crazy. 47 now down into victory lane. Started P1, finished P1. The 47 team, Blaze Technology Motorsports, stick with us for final ending discussions, post-race interviews, and overall just post-race ceremonies on the NAPA Media Network. This has been the Fanta 400 at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
The confetti button don't work.
Interview Ford.
The confetti button don't work. Alright, whatever, bro.
Interview Ford.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just realized Forza has a woman's torso on. Whatever, I don't judge.
Yeah, I noticed that as well.
What a race. Alright, so for our first interview, we'll start with our let's see. I don't really remember the finish score. Start with our 4th place finisher, 10 of Radical here on pit road. Post Atlanta with the 10 of Joshua. Had a great car. Well, okay, I'll be honest. Started off a little questionable, fell back on the start, but that car really came to life in stage 3 and at the end of stage 2, and Joshua ended up with a top 5 here at Atlanta. P4, great day for Blaze Technology Motorsports as a whole. Got a win in both of the other cars inside the top 5, so tell me how the night went for you inside the number 10.
Yeah, what a race for BTM. Gave Forza the push he needed on the restart. I at the end there, I was giving it my all. I just couldn't really turn anymore at the end. My tires just fell off a cliff. Ariel has had a really good start to his career. Those first 2 stages started off really well, and you know, had a speeding penalty in one of my pit stops, and then just took forever to make any ground through the pack. You know, they're really good back there. Just when I was able to get track position, I was able to just drive around the top 5 the whole time. So that's something got to get used to, and just make a little bit less mistakes. But honestly, it was a great day for the 10, the 15, and the 47. I'm sorry to Supreme for what I did, taking him out 2 races in a row. He does not deserve any of that. And anyone else I might have done anything to. But looking forward to Maryland. It's been pretty good there in the break series. So yeah, keep on rolling.
Yeah, very talented short track racer you are, so I'm sure you're looking forward to Maryland, and we'll see you there.
Also, top speed record, new set. In the pack, you hit 204 miles per hour on the telemetry.
Alright. Next, we'll move down a pit box here to our P5 finisher for tonight, Mace. Very solid first start of the season for you, driver of the 18. Qualified inside the top 5, or finished inside the top 5, so pretty roundabout day for you. So tell me how the race went for you inside the 18 car.
Well, I thought we had a really great car today, but the 47 was on rails. I wanted what he had, but obviously we didn't. Thought I had a chance to chase him down there off that last restart, but the 41 goes for a hole that isn't there, spins himself out, and he wants to talk about race etiquette. But overall, solid day for us, I think. Just good to be back in the car. Obviously, I didn't even show up to the first 2 events, so it's good to be back in the car. Made some mistakes, especially on that last pit stop. I kind of messed up the 10 on that on the pit cycle. I just straight up missed my pit box, so I felt bad for him. He still finished in front of me, though, so it all kind of works out. So Yep. Just glad to be back in the car. Glad to be here at BMS, and hopefully we can keep building going forward and get some short tracks here because those are definitely more my wheelhouse.
Yeah, well, you're in luck. We got a short track next weekend in Maryland, so
Oh yeah, we do.
we'll be keeping an eye on you then. We'll see you then.
We'll see you then.
All right. And then we will move down one more pit box to the driver of the number 41. Here on pit road with Supreme post Atlanta. Supreme, rough race for you, if I'm being honest. You were probably spun around more times than any other car today, and had a handful of saves. Put the car controls on full display, or car control skills on full display tonight in the 41 Chevrolet. So, yeah, I'm sure you're frustrated with tonight's result. So, tell me what happened. Tell me what you felt inside the car tonight.
Dude, I ain't got nothing to say. That's just okay. Never mind. I'm just frustrated. I'm not gonna show up. Doesn't even matter anymore. I'm getting blamed for crap that I ain't even causing. I got taken out by literally everybody. But yeah, it is what it is.
All right, well, short and sweet interview for Supreme, but got a short track next weekend in Maryland. You've been good there in the past, so yeah, hopefully you can get some momentum going and kick off the season positive way. All right, now we'll move down another pit box to the 24 Ford.
Move forward.
Hello.
So Ford, coming off that last restart, you were directly behind at 47 car, and it was up here in the booth. We were looking to see if you could vanquish that 145 race winless streak, but unfortunately 146 now. You eventually ended up finishing in a P8. What happened there after that last restart that unfortunately just led to the not so great finish?
I think part of the issue was my fault. I should have went top. I didn't want to go to the top because Forza was up there. Because my restarts have been very bad on the bottom. There's just been a lot of input delay coming to the line. No, the race itself I think went really well. I genuinely think there's a couple times in a run we were the fastest car. I mean, I caught Forza, I think twice. And then there was multiple times I caught the whole field. It's just traffic was, I'm going to say it, they're fucking idiots today. I mean, first of all, you can't watch tires, I guess. I guess nobody knows tires exist. I don't think I would have caught Forza in that final run before the caution, but it would have been a good P2. I kind of went brain dead. Yeah, and traffic, which is terrible. Everybody's got to go 4 or 5 wide. 51's a dumbass. Doesn't know what a brake is.
Sorry.
33 doesn't know what tires are, so, it is what it is. So, I'm actually surprised. And no offense to Supreme, but Supreme didn't do really didn't do jack squat from what I saw today. It was everybody else that raced like dumbasses, so, whatever. I'm not too upset. I mean, we had a good car. Forza was very fast. He was able to stay out in front of everybody. Typical Forza. He's the GOAT for a reason, but happy but not happy. So.
And we apologize for any spicy language coming from our league founder. And yeah, good to see you on the racetrack. Hope to see
Yes,
you
sir.
bounce back from that. And yeah, bye-bye.
Yep.
Sorry. Next we'll go to. He's still in the piece.
Bobs. That's all.
I think that's everybody.
That should be everybody. Alright then.
Alright, well, yeah. That'll do it for our coverage of the Daytona 500. Oh my god.
Oh my
That'll do it for our
goodness.
coverage of the Atlanta Motor Speedway Fanta 400 for the NAPA Auto Parts Cup Series. Race number 2 is concluded. Week number 2 is concluded. And we'll be back next weekend for race number 3 for the Brake Series and the Cup Series. Both series taking place at The Maryland Speedway back in action once again in the NAPA Auto Parts Racing Association, one of the favorite short tracks in the league by drivers, commentators, fans alike. So hopefully you tune back in, and should be a fun time. And yeah, this is King and Mirage signing off. Hope everybody has a good night.